Hi everyone, today I'm going to be telling you my AS results video. Now sadly it doesn't come with a live reaction like the GCSE one this year for a few reasons really. One, I knew it weren't going to be as good a reaction and it wasn't. Two, I went with my friends to pick up my results, so I didn't really want to drag her back home just so I could open them. And three, I could have filmed it there but it was super busy, and yeah, like I said, I knew it was going to be a bit of a confusing reaction, which it was. So first of all, thank you so much for my GCSE results video. If you've watched it, commented, liked, blows my mind to think that when I'm watching it now it's over 8,000 views. Like, that is crazy, and I've had so many nice comments from it still to this day, which just makes kind of the even, like, all the hard work I put in even more worth it. My AS is going to be a little bit different. Yeah, they're not as, I'm happy with 3 of them, not happy with 1. Also, if you've collected any AS, A-level, GCSE stats, I don't know, any like exams, if you're from Scotland, if you're America, just congratulations at university, congratulations, and yeah, good luck. A bit too late now, but I hope you're happy with what you've got. So in year 12 for AS, we do 4 at my college, and then we drop 1 next year for A2. So I'm just going to read out the grades in like best to worst. So I did theatre studies, and that was on the Edexcel exam board, and I got a B. I did AQA history, and I got a B for that. I did AQA single maths, and I got a C, and then I did AQA further maths, and I got an E, which is the result I'm not happy about. So quickly run through history. That result doesn't actually count because neither does my drama one actually count if I carry that on until next year, but the maths is still the old way, so it means AS does count towards A2, but for history and drama, if I both carry them the next year, they won't count. But I'm still super happy. Like, I barely revised history and I got a B, so like I'm really excited about that. I'm really happy. I did the British Empire and China, just in case you wondered, and I didn't like it at the beginning, and I was adamant I was going to drop it. Within a couple of months or so, I absolutely love it, and I'm definitely carrying that on until next year. Single maths, I'm going to actually, because I did single and further, I'm going to run through all my separate grades for that. It's the only breakdown I got. Apart from this result sheet is completely useless. So I did decision 1 and I got a B. I did further pure 1 and I got a C. Mechanics 1 and I got a U, but I can't do mechanics, so I'm not sure about that. Pure core 1 I got a D, pure core 2 I got a D, and statistics 1 I got a D. But how it works out, I managed to get a C at single because I do double maths essentially. The exam board put my best non-core grade towards my single, so my decision grade went towards my single. If that makes sense. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. So yeah, I'm definitely carrying single maths onto next year. I kind of have to, because if I drop that I have to drop further, which means I'll be left with 2 A levels, which doesn't work out. So yeah, I'm carrying that until next year. I am going to retake core 1, core 2 and stats next year, on top of all my exams next year. It's going to be a lot of work, but hopefully I'll be better by then. Like, this is what annoys me. All the exam papers I've done in the past, I've been getting A's and B's, and then I just completely struggled with the exam. I forgot everything, and it was super hard. The core one, definitely, they were all the hardest I've ever seen, but hopefully they'll be a bit easier next year so I can actually get a good grade. So in drama, we did 3 practical pieces, or was it 2? I can't quite remember, maybe 2. We did 1 group piece, which was metamorphosis, and I did a monologue, which I've actually forgotten what play I chose mine from, so I can't really tell you about that. And then we watched The Tempest at the Royal Shakespeare Theatre in Stratford-upon-Avon, and we wrote about that in our exam, and we also wrote about the play Equus, which we didn't see live, but it was a book that we were reading. I think that's it. And then in Further Pure, yeah, I took decision, Further Pure 1 and mechanics is my further module, but obviously it is different depending what you take at single, if that makes sense. So my dilemma is, next year I wanted to drop drama and carry on further maths, but obviously my grades show completely different. I basically just didn't like, not that I didn't like, most of the drama course this year I didn't love. I liked doing my group piece of metamorphosis, and I came to like The Tempest in the end, but it was kind of just the structure, and I didn't really like the lessons that much. And it's not that I didn't really like the content and that I couldn't do it, it's just theatre isn't my style of acting. I love watching it, don't get me wrong, but I love TV and film acting, which is when I go to PQA, and I much more enjoy that. Again, obviously when you do your practical exams at our school we only get 1 shot. It's not like if you're filming something, you know, for a TV show and you can do like 10 takes, it's 1. shot, and you know, so my monologue I feel like didn't go as well as I thought. But the other two I was, you know, okay with, but I did not expect a B. I was expecting a D. So to get a B and one of the highest in the class, which I was actually expecting to be one of the lowest in the class, I'm super happy with that. So my dilemma is, further maths, I absolutely love it. I love the modules, apart from mechanics, better than the core ones. Yeah, I just love further pure, and I love decision. Decision's easy, so I should have really got an A in the exam, but I obviously messed up somehow. So I just don't know, like, so drama I don't like that much, but I'm good at it. Further maths I love, but I'm bad at it, so I'm not too sure which one to do. I know I can definitely up all of my grades, but it's just the mechanics one. I'm not too sure if I can actually up that grade, because I find it so hard, and I have got a new teacher next year, but I don't really think that'll make a whole difference. I just think it's my brain's not really, you know, structured for it, as I struggled with physics the most at GCSE science, and it's definitely the same thing. So a lot of the mechanics students also take physics, so they kind of correlate with each other, but yeah, it's not really for me. So by the looks of it, I think I'm going to be taking drama next year, so I'll be carrying on with drama, maths, single maths and history, which is a nice mix actually, because I originally wanted to take double maths, but then that means I'd just be doing maths and history, which isn't, you know, the best to look like. It's not a what I'm trying to say, variety. I did want to do an accountancy apprenticeship, so double maths definitely would have stood out from the rest, but I feel like if I get a bad grade, then it's not. At the end of the day, most places don't ask what subjects you actually did, they ask for your grades. So if I can get like a B in drama, it's going to be much better than, you know, saying I got a D in further maths, or even an E, or a fail, or at the end of the day, I think I'm just going to have to put up with drama. I've actually sampled some of it next year, because we started year 13 straight after our AS exams. It sounds actually better than last year, so I think I might enjoy it a bit more, but I'm going to have to, because at the end of the day, I think it's kind of, I want to try and get a better grade, not, you know, you've got to try and get the better grade, in my opinion. Side note, I actually love acting. Everyone knows I love acting. I go to Falling Work Academy. I absolutely love acting, but it's just in the context that we do at school, I don't really like it, if you get what I mean. Like, you're working towards a grade, and it's a lot more pressure on you, and obviously, yeah, it's like exams. It's not like if you're filming for a film, obviously. It's a lot more relaxed, if you get what I mean, whereas an exam is a lot more pressure. If you've got any questions about this, if you're starting AS next year, or if you're starting A-level next year like me, or you're at GCSE and you're picking your options, because I'm pretty sure you do that in like before Christmas time, just let me know. Or if you just want a video about just anything else. So yeah, 3 of my grades I'm happy with, 1 of them I'm not, but you know, it's AS at the end of the day. If I drop further maths, which is going to look likely that I'm doing, yeah, the grade's going to be scrapped anyway. But what I might have to do is, I might consider retaking, maybe, because I do still want a better AS grade. I mean, I don't need it for UCAS points, but I don't know, we'll just see next year. So thanks for watching. If you got to the end, like, well done on you, because it's such a rambly video. But yeah, there are my results. Like I said, it's not an amazing reaction, but yeah, I think what happens is with a lot of students is you see a negative result, and that's all you can think about really, which is kind of what I've done. And I think I actually need to appreciate more that I got a BBC, like, scrap the E, because I know at some schools they only do 3 at AS anyway. So to say I got a BBC is absolutely amazing. Like, if you're like, I don't know, 10 years old right now and you're thinking BBC, that doesn't sound good, like, it seems bad. No, at A-level an E is like the equivalent to a C at GCSE, although I know that's being scrapped now and you're all doing like 1 to 9 scoring, which completely confuses me. But yeah, a C and a B, like, is absolutely amazing at A-level. So if you're new here, remember to click subscribe. Also, like the video, and the comment of the day can be, let me know if you did exams, what your best result was, what all your results was. We can just have a nice little chat about it in the comments, or anything to do with A-levels really, or GCSE. Like, I'm all up for a discussion. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.